Hello and welcome to a new video. This is for Matthew C using the Zeta book, and we are on lesson 30, which is the last lesson of the book. I know I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. Not only is it the last lesson, but I'm going to be honest, this seems like a pretty easy lesson because we're really just talking about different types of angles. So I've got those angles listed here. Acute, obtuse, right, and straight. So last week actually, or in the last lesson, lesson 29, whatever you want to call it, we actually talked about what a right angle is. A right angle is a 90-degree angle. And also, I could just tell the same joke again. It's a right angle is not a wrong angle. But obviously, I don't reuse jokes. So I won't tell that joke again. So then, what are these other angles? So an acute angle is an angle that is less than 90 degrees. Is less than 90 degrees. I like to be really funny. I don't know if you've noticed that about me. I'm so excited this is the last lesson. So I like to say that, you know, whenever you're looking at a little angle and you go, oh, look, it's so little and cute. And it's an acute angle. So the word cute, you see what I did there? Is in the word, and it's talking about a little angle. It's a little cute. So remember, 90 degrees is, you know, like an L, and so then less than an L shape would be an acute angle. An obtuse angle is an angle that's more than 90 degrees. So that is greater than 90 degrees. So those angles are going to actually, like if we think of 90 degrees, that's not great right there, right? But if we pretend that's 90 degrees, then bigger than 90 would be something that looks kind of like this. Less than 90, oh, look at this cute little less than 90 degree angle would be something like that. So that's kind of the situation we've got going on there. Obtuse is an actual word. I should just look up what it means because I don't remember what it means. Definition of obtuse. Annoyingly insensitive or slow to understand. So, I mean, that's kind of, I was trying to think of it in class today. I was like, I feel like it means that you're being like difficult or something like that. When somebody's being obtuse, they're being difficult. And so that I feel like is basically the definition. How is that related to being greater than 90 degrees? Well, you know, an obtuse angle might be difficult because it thinks it's better than 90 degrees. It thinks it's greater than 90 degrees. It's kind of pushing it a little bit, but hey, you know, do what we can to remember these words. So a straight angle is a 180 degree angle because a straight angle is basically an angle that ends up being flat and just forms a straight line. So if we think about that degrees, there are 360 degrees in a circle, so that if you turn all the way around in some sort of sport that cares about turning around, you do a 360 turn. If you just turn halfway, that would be 180. And so that's how we end up with a straight angle or a 180 degree angle. And these are all things that we will end up building on as we go along. We'll talk about angles maybe a little more in pre-algebra. Definitely we'll see them again in geometry in a couple of years or a few years, depending on where you are. So you got that to look forward to. The other main thing, like there's some vocabulary basically. The other main thing that I wanted to give some examples of for this lesson is, you know, if we're just given an angle and asked to name it. I actually had my students, we played with protractors today. We tried out using protractors. A protractor is a tool that lets you actually measure angles so that we'd be able to look at this and see how big it is. But all it's asking us in these is to name whether it's acute, obtuse, right, or straight. And so you should be able to tell if something is bigger or smaller than 90 degrees. I would imagine pretty easily. I'm looking around for a box or like something with a corner. If you're having trouble, you take some sort of box and or piece of paper or whatever, and you can hold it up to the angle. And I know that the corner of this box is a right angle, so I can compare it to see if it's bigger or smaller. So on A, this blue angle, that is less than 90 degrees, so it is an acute angle. So again, I go, oh, look, it's a little acute angle. I'm just gonna pinch that cute little angle. I know that's probably over the top, but it is what it is. All right, B, this looks like a straight line. So you know what? This would be a straight angle. That's a beautifully written word right there. Top notch. C, this orange angle, this is an angle that is bigger than 90 degrees, so it would be obtuse. So obtuse, so difficult, so insensitive. And then this last one is supposed to be a right angle. I actually made this on the computer and just kind of eyeballed it. So if you were to actually take a protractor and measure it, it might not be exactly 90 degrees, but it's pretty close. That was my intention. One thing the workbook does, which is nice, that I was lazy and didn't do here, is on the one that it intends to have as a right angle, it actually puts the right angle mark, which is a square, whereas these other ones we would just have curves for the angles. So that boxy looking one is to let you know that, hey, this is a right angle, so that you don't have to pull something out and actually measure it. So if you're following along, if you've been following along with me with Matthew C. Zeta, hooray, we've made it to the end. And so, you know, maybe you're on your way next year to pre-algebra. Maybe you're planning to do something before pre-algebra. But I hope that you'll subscribe or stay subscribed to my channel and see what other things I've got going on. I'm going to do some things for the summer where we look at, you know, just some summer math that we can do. So I hope you'll like the video. I hope to see you in another video, and yeah, have a great day.